Good morning, traders. Good morning, traders. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this live trading webinar. Let's double check that you can see me clearly and the sound. It's okay now. Yes. How are you guys doing today? It's Friday, last trading day of this week. How is everyone? Are you guys okay? That's great. Alrighty, so our disclaimer as usual, just to make sure that everyone understands that this content is for general information only and is not intended to provide trading or investment advice or any personal recommendations. Let's start with the economic calendar. Bank of Japan, interest rates kept the same. Let's make sure that you're here. Okay, so minus 0.1%, previously minus 0.1%, the actual event, Japanese yen. We'll see how the currency performed early this morning. Canadian dollar unemployment rate 5%, now 5.1%. That's not gonna strengthen the currency. For the economy to get stronger, it needs to have less unemployment, more employment, higher interest rates, as we mentioned many times. Also, today's Friday, non-farm payroll event. I don't know why this calendar is not showing us this information, but let's just find a calendar that will show some more information about the non-farm payroll. Let's check this one here. Friday. So non-farm payroll from 517,000 the last month. Now the expectancy is about 60% less, 2005. Okay, so where is the Canadian? Net employment change from 150K for the Canada to 10K. Unemployment rate from 5% to 5.1%. That's really, we can see some weakness in the Canadian dollar. Traders, if the non-farm payroll deviate the expectation, we will see a very strong US dollar. If the number is going to be more than 517 or something close to that, keep in mind this information. Also at 3 o'clock, that's GMT calendar, so at 5 EST time, the President Lagarde, on behalf of the European Central Bank, will have a speech. So volatility expected to rise on the euro as well. Something with the pound, minor, not major, intermediate, let's say, events here. All of them very bad for the sterling. Harmonized index of consumer prices as per the forecast, also 9.3%. That's a confirm. Let's check the premium analytic portal for the today's top headlines. So Bank of Japan keeps rates unchanged at Kuroda's final meeting. The bank maintained its cap for the 10 years Japanese government bond yield at 0.5%. Short interest rates at minus 0.1%. bank lost billions in value after tech lender SVB stumbles. That's an interesting, very interesting news, and you can read it later. Fed's bar. Recent move to safeguard banks from crypto doesn't mean the central bank is against innovation. Guys, this is huge. I will read this again because it maybe give us a good clue about some future movements from the Feds. They say that the recent move to safeguard banks from crypto does not mean the central bank is against innovation. Big oil cashes cash because it doesn't know where to invest. EU to compete with US clean tech tax breaks by loosening subsidy rules. Shooting at Jehovah's Witness Hall in Hamburg leaves several dead. Nord Stream blast probe in Germany centers on sailboat crew. Twitter and Elon Musk face legal risks in FTC probe. Wow. Okay, guys, really interesting headlines provided by the Dow Jones. Please make the effort and read some very important in terms of trading and investing events. Let's find the MetaTrader. David, you are holding Florin, sorry. Ether USD short from 1547.6. Stop loss 1587.69 and take profit 1323.86. Is it an okay setup? Take profit and stop loss. We will review this trade. USD-CHF, by the way, Florin, in which time frame? USD-CHF 4 hour can be considered a double top. First, let's start with the dollar index as it's in front of us. And yesterday, this kind of sell-off here after this doji candle at the top, it formed the beginning of the correction. So sellers took in control. Now, two things. If the market will respect this minor bullishness to the upside, we can definitely see some buyers from this point. Mark this in your chart, because if the non-farm payrolls will bullish the US dollar today, guys, the market first most likely will come up to this area here, and by keeping an eye on the dollar index support, you can predict the support on the euro US dollar, the pound US dollar, the resistance of the the opposite, the resistance of the euro US dollar. It means the support of the dollar index, and the pound the same, the Kiwi, the Australian dollar. I'm just looking at something, guys. Do you still have a good sound and video? Because it's a notification here from my side. Just please double check if you can hear me. Yes. And the screen. Oh, good. What about you guys from YouTube? From YouTube Live, please type a quick yes or no if everything is fine with the sound and with the picture. Yes, it's okay. All right. So Let's check the pound. Let's check the euro. Pound. Pound, what do we have here? The market came back to this area of broken support. The daily chart didn't close higher than this support yet. For order block traders and just simply order demand, this is the area of aggressive selling pressure, the origin of the move. So you can keep an eye on that as well if the price decided to come and move beyond the support. Same with the euro against the US dollar. That's our area. We go down to the 4-hour chart. We can make it a more smaller here. So I wouldn't rush to buy this market. I wouldn't rush to buy this market either. Non-farm payrolls now. Cherry USD CHF 4-hour double top. Yes, definitely consider as a double top. Absolutely. Australian dollar, US dollar, still Australian dollar very weak. And I would love to see some correction a bit higher. And I will be very keen to sell this today with an on-farm payroll. Maybe it's going to help for a clear move to the downside. The US dollar and the Kiwi, or if you prefer the Kiwi against the US dollar, as per quote on this on our platform. Again, 4-hour chart, it consolidates here. And the market will still moving sideways until the non-farm payroll release this afternoon. Due to the weakness of the Canadian dollar, guys, I told you this is going to be on our watch list. This is the one we want to aggressively trade. For traders, they were around yesterday at New York opening. We have this lucrative opportunity for moving average trade, for order block trade, for everything. The market came at this support on the 30-minute, on the 15-minute, everything, everywhere they were signals. 15-minute chart, we had this double bottom here, higher, lower high, lower low. The market push back, push down, and then it break. We could buy there, we cover our stop loss below, and the take profit could have been somewhere here. So these are the markets we want to trade, or just on the hourly chart, if that's easier for you. Doesn't really matter where exactly we will get into in which time frame we want to get into the trade. As long as we understand the strength and weakness of a currency pair, traders, it's okay if we go to some time frames and trying to find the clarity. We are looking at the support if we are buying, or at the resistance if we are selling, and to enter from that area. USD JPY daily chart, really nothing here. Australian dollar against the Japanese yen, it opened with a gap to the downside. Due to the Australian dollar weakness, of course, euro against the Japanese yen, the market didn't really respect the Japanese yen interest rates. Of course, why else to do that? So the markets are just the markets are not appreciating currency pairs that they don't really increase interest rates. And as I mentioned multiple times, Japan is it's one of the countries they always want to keep their interest as low as possible. I explained that in the podcast room. And Theo CHF, USD CHF hitting to your order block. Yep, we hope so. It's going to come to retest this area here. It still have some bearishness. If the order block will sustain, that will be great. Pound JPY, we had this pin bar, let's say here, or this hammer right at the support, but the market really is in a consolidation. CHF, very strong. It really smashed the Japanese yen. We are in these strong order blocks. There are two order blocks, very, very strong. The one is here, and the other is there. And at this, and always when we have this massive, this instant change in hands with massive orders, like a bullish candle, a bearish candle, a bullish candle, and a strong bearish candle, I will always look somewhere in the middle of this area to mark a valid order block. That's how I view it. But if we go to the 4-hour chart, of course, we zoom out a bit and we try to see the bigger picture here. There is an order block started from this area, and there is another one started from a bit higher. And that maybe can give us some clarity. Cut JPY. We broke below this support, and that's really due to the Canadian dollar weakness. Also, Japanese yen is not a strong currency at the moment, and I believe it's not worth to start shorting it unless we go into a scalping, very short, fast time frame, in and out of the position, and not necessarily hold a trade. Here we can put our stop loss somewhere above this area if we decided to. For those they want to sell and hold, stop loss can be placed above this area, take profit can be go somewhere here at the bottom, but there is more clarity on the US dollar, Canadian dollar, rather than this one. And I believe on the euro CAD, we will have a look soon. Gold bounced from this doji. Remember yesterday we spoke about this one, that this at support, it can form a double bottom based on the candlestick patterns, and this one here can and it pushes the price higher. So in this consolidation, again, with the crude oil and gas, it's coming gradually a bit lower. Hopefully, it's going to come and reject this order block down at the bottom. Silver, nothing here. BTC, massive sell-off. We are coming to my favorite area. Also, let's check the Ethereum. Where is the Ethereum? I think I have got it. Florin, in which time frame? In which time frame did you sold 1547.66? 1547.66. It's somewhere here. Stop loss 1587. 1587. So we will go down to the 4-hour chart. Okay. And take profit 13.23. Whoa. So you are still holding you are almost 4-1 in this trade, Florin, right? That's a brilliant trade. Well done. I believe it can go as low as for take profit to that area, definitely. I don't see any reason why not. And especially if today the market decided, the US dollar decided to gain some strength, then definitely we're going to see the cryptos plummeting a lot. Euro against the Australian dollar. We are in this uptrend, another very, very high probability currency pair to keep on your watch list. So market can retrace a little bit. We can use some FIB tools. We can use here it's 61.8, here it's 50%, or some order block areas. Here it's one very nice order block area down here for intraday. So why not? We can trade from there. Euro pound, nothing. Euro CAD, finally. Remember, guys, from this point here, I told you, please keep an eye on the Euro CAD. Euro CAD is screaming. And we had some nice opportunities here with this bullish engulfing. Then this one here yesterday, few hours after the live, we had this consolidation on the 4-hour chart, and the market, sorry, that was 2 days ago. That was yesterday. That was at night. Here it was during the New York session, this bullish engulfing. We could buy there, stop loss 30 pips and 90 even if you want, or 60 pips take profit. Remember, that was a strong correlation, like a strong and weak currency pair. Euro Kiwi on the go. Pound CHF. This support looks like it can hold for a while. Pound Canadian dollar, even the pound is pushing higher against the Canadian dollar. Australian dollar against the CHF to the downside. Of course, it's in a downtrend. Consolidation here. We can play a nice breakout with this consolidation for some continuation to the downside. This is an area of support. We can mark it in the chart, this one here. And we can take a sell from here. A stop loss can be placed, maybe in my opinion, about here. And we can have, let's say, 2-1 to see and squeeze 2-1, or even more aggressive. We can sell here. We can put the stop loss here and the take profit down there. That will be a good trade. Australian dollar against the Kiwi. Australian dollar against the Canadian dollar. I wouldn't be interested to do anything because both of them are weak. New Zealand against the Canadian dollar, just sideways. Both of them are weak as well. New Zealand, with CHF, the market can really push lower with this one. Some retracement, maybe it's going to come, and then we are ready to go. Some nice price action from this area here of this order block. This one here, you can see it's a nice order block, or some FIB retracement. This broken support can act as resistance. This order block here is very attached to this resistance as well. So QECHF, another one on our watch list. And let's check the indices. DAX 40. DAX 40 yesterday, bearish engulfing. Today, the market is pushing lower. I do have this support here, as you guys can see. We put it from yesterday. Ideally, we would like to sell this again today. We're going to come back in 3 minutes. The FTSE, I'm still in that trade. I'm going to move my stop loss to protect the trade here. There is still some room to move until to this support. The trade is going really well. It's more than 2.5 to 1. So I'm happy with that. I don't know if you guys took that trade as well. So the support is down here. Dow Jones, very, very interesting break. So if we trade the pattern, we have this 203 minimum distance. It's 203. So the next area, guys, the non-farm payrolls today, it's going to give us a good clue if the next week we're going to short all these indices until their next support. Now, there is a double confirmation from technical analysis. This rectangle consolidation / rectangle broke to the downside. It means minimum target, it will be the distance from the bottom to the top, and that's here. And guess what? It's also, it matched with this order block activity. Same with the Nasdaq. On the daily chart, we had this bearish engulfing. The support is here, so not that clear like the Dow Jones. S&P 500, again, not that clear, but we have a nice support that's lower low. There is a nice support here. We can mark it. But the clearest out of these indices, really, it's the Dow Jones, because we have a very clear pattern. Market is about to open as usual, a breakout. If we play the breakout there, let's go 9, 10. If we take it from here, it doesn't move more. Okay, so it's down there. From the S2, oh, there are 35 pips for the move. So that's the buy stop. So any break to the upside or to the downside, we are in. Of course, the stop losses will go on the opposite side. Because we are live here, I just I keep it as a soft stop loss, as we say in trading. When I'm not in front of the computer, I put the hard stops, always setting up the stop losses. For more conservative traders, they prefer to sell from S1 or from the main pivot. I just have a strategy. I play this strategy day in, day out. As you can see, guys, no emotions, nothing attached with this. If it's a win, it's a win. If it's a loss, it's a loss. And we move on to the next day. And that's how you have to approach trading. All right. Not today we took a trade and it won and we are happy. Tomorrow a trade lost and we are not happy. No, it doesn't work like that. We have to be consistent and persistent. Consistency, it's enough only to start, but persistency, it's gonna help you finish and develop as a skillful trader, as a successful trader, as a trader you want to become. If you prefer to have different stop losses and different take profits in the strategies we take here, that's absolutely fine. It's not mandatory, not obligatory. Let's check the FTSE. HV, anything on the Nasdaq? 5-minute chart, R1, there is some room to move until the PP line. That looks all right. So, David, any trades from yesterday? If you have anything, you can post it on the Telegram. Feel free to post it there. Guys, trade is already played out. Okay. It went 13 pips. Still moving 14. I just want to get a little bit more than 10 pips today so I can cover some losses from yesterday. Okay, it's 14, 15. Guys, take profit for me is done. I'm closing the trade now. I cancel this trade as well. All right. Still moving in favor. Even from here, if we have took the trade, that will be much better. 30 pips here. From here, it touches 20 pips, guys. That's 20 pips so far. Still going, still moving. 10 Rumen, awesome. Anybody got this trade? Guys, it touches this support. That's a daily support. We don't know what the market will do after touches the daily support. If it's gonna break through, you see it's the support down here. So this is not relevant anymore. From this point, just remove them. Up. So we have this lowest point there. We also have this area. Market, it's still pushing lower. That's already 36 pips, 38. For Dow Jones, we put a sell limit from 32,500 question mark. Let's check 32,500. Yeah, but if you put a sell limit order there, where are you going to place your stop loss? That's the question. You put the sell limit order here and it's fine. Are you going to place stop loss there? It's 10.5, so you need 21. You ideally want to take your profit to put a take profit area somewhere above the support zone. So if the market, let's say, retraces, you can do that. We can do that, yes. But also we have to take in consideration where we're going to put our take profit in order, the stop loss, in order to measure and have a take profit at least 2-1, if not 3-1, ideally, for the take profit targets. FTSE, yeah, you see, guys, it reversed. It reverses. Of course, we tapped on a daily support. The market, maybe it's going to come up to here before it's going to resume to the downside, or maybe it's going to form some kind of double bottoms on a higher time frames and push higher. That's how the markets usually behave. But for us, we don't care. We are out of a trade. We took our pips for this morning. I know you said it's not you're not interested on Australia dollar, Canadian dollar, but I'm very open. But it is looking good for short in 1 hour time frame. Guys, we have a couple of more minutes today, so I would rather to spend them with you here. Why not? Australian dollar, Canadian dollar, Aussie cat. We are in retracement. Yes, we are in this order block as well on the daily chart. 1 hour chart. Yep, you come in this order block here. Yep, totally agree with you, David. So if we sell it here, stop loss maybe can go somewhere there, take profit down there, 2-1 at least to log it in. All righty. So traders, it was really a pleasure and honor to host this webinar for you, not only today, but also this week. I would like to first, before I wish you a happy weekend and happy trading, please be mindful with the trading today. Non-farm payrolls, there is a lot of deviation between previous and the new expectancy, but also the markets are favorable in the Australian dollar based on the Jerome Powell testified last few days. So everything is getting weakened against the US dollar. I don't know if this is going to remain for the end of the day. We don't know what the non-farm payroll actual will be today. So please be mindful with your trading. I won't trade, and I don't know really any, by all means, and with all respect to all the traders, actual intraday traders, professional traders, we don't go to trade non-farm payrolls event just like this to squeeze some pips out of the market. There are lucrative opportunities under normal market conditions with high volatility. We don't need to get into the spikes of the non-farm events. So if you can stay out of the market, especially on the lower time frames, they're going to just go sideways until the non-farm event. Very random moves we are expected to see on the 5-minute chart, on the 15-minute chart. I'm solely telling you based on my absolute experience as trader All right, so be aware of that. If you are not sure about trades, but you want to take some trades on, you can use demo accounts. You can put the lowest risk if it's going to be on your real account. Just go with as low risk as possible. And that's just a friendly discussion with you, because I don't want to keep my knowledge and my experience for myself. I would like to give them to you, especially because I appreciate you, that you are dedicated. You coming live with me. You are watching me every single day, either live or on the recording. And I really appreciate that. And we are at Admirals. We value you. We value you a lot. Okay. So I'll leave you with that. I wish you to have a lovely weekend. Have fun, relax, stay a little bit away from the charts. And we're going to come fresh again on Monday at the same time. Thank you so much, guys. And have a great day ahead.